In the previous video, I was talking about custom tools. So now is the time to see how we can use them in pattern design and in other activities. So let me go to the next page and see what I've got. This is a photo of swastika mosaic from Imam Reza shrine from Mashhad, and the photo I got from Fatemah Nazarian. And this will be our work for today. So we will learn on it how we can construct this pattern, how we can first recognize how to approach it, then how we can construct a kind of tessellation, and then how we can make tools for this pattern. First of all, let me show you one thing. If I draw a line just like this, make this line medium and make it color just like this, so the line is the mirror of the whole pattern. You see, left side and right side are the same. In exactly the same way, we can draw mirrors just here. Yes, color, make it red. Then I can do this. Okay, I have to check something. Yes, preferences. Yes, okay, update automatically when applying new colors. This is okay. And now display color red. And then one more. Yes, okay. So this feature works perfectly fine at the moment. If you want to see better, just make a right click on the picture, go to properties and make it transparent. You have two things here, opacity, and I made it 49. This is, you can just something around 50, that's fine. And the object, you can ask to not be selectable. If you want, then you will be not able to mess up it. Okay, so in fact, if we want to make this pattern, if you want to create it, we have to just do one of these squares. These are squares. So if I choose this one, so this will be my main target for the rest of this video. Okay, so I have it here, and I just made a copy of this narrow fragment. Display, yes, okay. That's like here, and this is the square that we are dealing with. That's the whole idea. Just choose the pattern that the part that is the smallest one and the most convenient for doing the pattern. Now look, here I have a square. Here I have another square. Okay, so this is like this, and then another square like this, and finally a square that is going this way. The rest is not really important at the moment. So what we have to do, first we have to construct the whole tessellation. And in fact, this is not really tessellation, this is just the main pattern, okay? So the main pattern looks like this. Yes, okay. And then you have it here. Okay, so the red lines, this is the main pattern for this story. I can hide this thing, okay, hide it. So this is what we have to do. We have to create a pattern like this and then fill it with so many things. So let's start working. That's not very difficult. I go to square. You know, last time we created a square, so I have my square here. It is the same one like I did last time. Now I want to have my square precisely with horizontal edge. Yes, okay. So I want to have a square that will look like this, and the horizontal edges will be really horizontal. If you want to do it, if you want to get it, choose the square tool. Okay. Now press shift and go to the right. If you go up, you're getting some angle, and you're getting up some angle, okay? So, but this way we can just make a square with the edge that is precisely horizontal. This is important, you will see, and I will point it out later. Now, I don't need this part, so I can just say this. Let's draw a line, make this line thin, and make it black, okay, because too much red. And now start dividing this angle. This is 90 degrees into 4 parts. So a double click on the vertex is just the rotation point. Now select the line, transform, rotate, and now you are rotating 90 degrees by 4. That's perfectly fine. Transform, rotate again, transform, rotate again. That's absolutely fine. Okay, and now you see we are already getting a few things that can be seen from this drawing. So you can start drawing red lines. So my red line is coming here. This is the bottom one. Line style medium, and then color, make it red. I will be changing later colors because they will be really giving us some trouble. And now look, we got these two shapes. Getting the squares is simple. Take these 2 points, take this segment, construct perpendicular lines. I need thin lines. Okay, I can leave them red because otherwise I will be still struggling with something. Okay, and then just draw a thing like this. You see how nicely I am getting things. Then get it like this. Okay, and now from this point I can make line that is perpendicular. So construct perpendicular line that I'm getting this point, and then okay, so this is what I am getting, and of course I can make things like this and just make them fat because otherwise, okay, let's draw them properly. So line style medium. Now yes, and then you can do, or we can do the same this way, and then like this. Well, we did half of the work, So now we can do what? Go to the line tool, edit, select all lines. Okay. I also press on the circles. I keep shift pressed down to get the circle. Okay. And then go to action buttons, hide and show. So hide these objects. Fine. So I got really the bottom part of this whole thing. I forgot just to create a midpoint. Okay, so you can do a midpoint this way, or you can do Control Z, Control Z. You can do just a small segment like this. That's fine. And then take a midpoint for it. Okay, and look, I don't need to construct this part. Just double click on this part. Now, the double click on this point, this is the center of everything, makes it rotation point. So transform, rotate, how much? 180 degrees. That is perfectly fine, okay? And of course, I can just add something more. I think I've got everything. Yes, I didn't got these 2 points, so rotate them because we'll need them, okay? Do we have all points? I think yes, we have. So now we can go to the next page. Getting to the next page from this moment is very convenient because we can always keep all these stages of our construction. So document options, add, duplicate, page 8, okay, and then listen, we made this and we have this on the page 8. So now what I can do on the page 9, I can remove it and I can concentrate on something else. So a tool to fill this part. It means again starting with the square. Okay, that's my square. I can make it as big as I want. With the shift pressed, I get perfectly horizontal edges. Yes, and just like this. Yes, and then look what you're getting here. We're getting here division of the square into 4 parts, just this way. So we need to divide each edge of the square into 4 parts. We can do it quickly without any trouble. So this is my square. Going to our constructions, the midpoint. This was this. And then midpoint here, midpoint here. We created midpoints and other divisions of a segment last time. So this is what I got. I don't need this segment, and now I'm selecting these 2 points and then I create a tool. This is for parts of a segment. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So I made this tool and it is very convenient for me because I get it this way, I get it this way. Yes, okay. So now I can build this net, but make these lines thin, otherwise everything is too red and too crowded with fat lines. Okay, and then this is what we are getting. And now we can start filling polygons. So I'm just going this way and here and here and here and here. Okay. You can change the color if you want. If you think that this is too dark for it, so right click on it, color, and add to make it lighter like this. Okay, now it is reasonably close. Now look, I should draw a T letter on the top part. Again, I don't need to bother too much. I just transform, rotate 180 degrees. This is what I got. Okay. And of course, I can also rotate these points, transform, rotate these points. So this is what I got. I got the filling. And now lines, segments, line style, make it medium, make it black. Okay, just this way, this way, this way. Yes, okay. You see what you are getting here, and we are getting this segment. And then again, you don't need to draw everything. So you're just selecting these segments just this way and this way, and then transform, rotate, perfectly fine. So this is what we got. So we got everything to fill this square. Now, I don't want to have the red lines. So what I do, I just select all red lines. I even don't need these lines. Why I have to? So edit action buttons and hide and show. I could hide them directly, but I prefer to hide them this way because I can always go back. Okay, hide, okay, or show. I created two buttons, but you really don't need to do this. So now edit action buttons, hide and show, and now I have one button for doing this task. So I can just select, okay, Control Z, yeah, and then the button, this one. So one button is enough, hide it. Okay, so I got what I wanted really. Okay, and listen, some points we may need, not all of them, because for example, we don't need these points. So display, 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 yes, and then hide these midpoints. I don't need them. Okay, I will not need these points. Display, hide these points. Okay. Do I need this one? Not necessarily. Yeah, I don't need this one and I don't need this one. Hide. Okay. And now I can leave it like this. So I am absolutely fine. So now what I am doing, I'm just selecting the two bottom points. You remember what I did last time. This is the information button. If I go here, this is independent point, this is independent. Any other point is dependent. Okay, it is something. So select the two independent points and then just like this, and then make a tool for this swastika. Okay, fine. So I got the swastika tool. Now practically everything. So I have here this tessellation let's make a new copy of it. Add, duplicate 8, just like this. And then I just need, yeah, okay, I need the bigger one. Okay, I can hide myself from this video. So I can do this way. And now just filling the swastika. How we do it. Now just look at this, what I did here. Exactly this way. Okay. The open line is here and the open is here. Now what I can do. Is this okay? Yes, I think that's perfectly fine. Now, what about here? I can have this way. Okay. And now I can do this way. Is everything okay? I think everything is fine. So we did what we wanted to do. Yes, and then we will need a black segment here. Display color black. Okay, we will need black segment here. We will need black segment here. And we need black segment here. Okay, now the black segment is coming here. It is coming here. Okay, and then it is coming to this place and it is coming to this place. Okay, so this is what we got for the moment. These segments should be black, so we just draw extra lines like this, and then we draw extra lines black this way, and then what we do, we just select the red lines that are not needed anymore. Okay, and then this one. Okay, and then this one, and this one, and this one. Display height segments. Do I am okay? I think I am absolutely fine. Okay, this should be black, and this should be hidden. Display height segment, okay. And this one, I should hide this one, and I should draw. Okay, I have red segment here, only just for some reason it got thin. So line style medium and the color black. Okay, so you see what we got here. We got precisely what we wanted to get. And then I don't need this segment also, so let's keep it away, hide this segment. And then we have to just expand the pattern on these octagons. So we need to hide the octagon edges, hide these segments. Okay, and now how we can expand this way? The story is just simple one. Take a line, display a line style, make it thin because otherwise we will be struggling. And now you see why I needed these extra points. I didn't remember which one I needed, so I got it like this. So this point was not really necessary. And now what I do, construct parallel line, okay, construct transform reflect, okay, like this. And then what we do, we just get fat line here, so line style medium, and it should be black because this is the black line. Okay, and that is really all what I needed. Okay, So let's hide these extra lines, hide the circle. Okay, and now we have to just fill this part. Okay, and I want to have the same color like this one because they are different. So select first color, second color, go to display color. Okay, ask to have them other, and then the second one is showing. So that's the whole story. Now I don't need this point. Now what I do this. I select these edges. I can select these points if I need them. Double click on the center, transform, rotate 180 degrees. That is fine. Okay. And I got this. Okay. Now I have everything. The green part will cover everything. Now let me to fill this part with something much darker. I should have a floral pattern, but I just make the color for this part, let's say, okay, but something dark like this one. I really don't want to have. Okay, so I got a colored reddish one, and then transform, rotate, perfectly fine. Okay, so I got what I wanted. Now I have to do these triangles. These are not really difficult parts. I can do them this way. Don't worry about color. So display, use the same color. Okay, now again the same. Okay, so that is fine. And then what we got practically everything. We didn't get these things. So we have to find a way how to create them. So what I do, I will do something strange. Double click, take this point, transform, reflect. Okay, so this distance is exactly like this white here. Okay, I don't need this. So I got this, and now construct parallel line. Yeah, but make it thin. Okay, now what I will do, I will just take this line, transform, reflect, and then this was the center, so I take these two lines and ask to transform, rotate 180 degrees. I got precisely what I wanted. I got this nice rhombus like this, so I can fill the rhombus with black lines. Yeah, display line style medium. Okay, and that is all. Yes, and then I don't need these lines. They are just gone. Hide these lines. I have my rhombus, and I have to fill it with this yellowish color like this. Do I have everything? I don't have everything really. Okay, because I should have things like here. So what I have to do again, line, okay, and then line. So I got this thing, okay, and now if I want to have exactly the same width like here and here. So what I do, I just reflect this point here. Okay, you see I don't have much space here. Okay, and I have here, and I can take transform, reflect. Okay, and then make a line parallel. Okay, and make another line parallel. So I got these points, and now let me to hide whatever I got. So I don't need these lines. I have these points, and now what I can do, just like this. Okay, so I got what I really wanted to have. Now select these points, double click, transform, rotate 180 degrees, okay, and then make. Yes, I think I've got everything what I wanted. So file, document options, add, duplicate page 10. Okay. And this is the bottom corner. Now I don't need this part. So I have to just hide it or remove it. I really need space now. Now you want to have here this part different color. You can make a color like this, and then you can take something similar, so color the other one, but this one I will make like this, and again double click, transform, rotate 180 degrees because we are on new page. Okay, so that's the pattern that we got for one square. Now points, edit, select all points. I really don't need all these points. I need only this one. No, I need this one. So display hide points. Now let's move to the next page. Add, duplicate, page 11. And now let's start making pattern. Make it smaller because otherwise it will be too big to fit to the screen. So we make it like this. Okay, you see I still have some red lines. Okay, so now double click, transform, reflect, display hide segment. Now double click, you can hide them already, display hide segments. And now what I do, transform, reflect. Well, now we have this white part, so I have to fill it with something, just like this. In the original pattern, it was greenish, so I will just make different color, but not necessarily greenish. Okay, color the other one. And now, okay, if I just choose a green color like this, maybe, okay, it is like this, that's fine. Now double click, and now send this to back. Okay, so this is our pattern that we created. You can make these lines thinner because you don't need them, and then you can repeat this pattern all over. You can make many copies of it and create large mosaic like the one that is here. So this is what we have here. Yes, this is the part that I got here. Look what I got. Octagon, 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 and the star in the middle. So octagon, 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 and the star in the middle. So in this moment, I think you will be able to reconstruct all this pattern on your own. So I just go to my tools, and now I have to stop sharing, and then I have to stop recording. First is the stop recording, and see you in the next video.